Hello folks, welcome back to another video. It is Francesco here. Now in today's video I'm going to be passing over to Jordy, who is quite the Notion expert. He has dived today into his template, which will be available below, called the Personal Growth Lab. And this is a self-development focused template that will help you to do a range of different things, from journaling to habit tracking, also to week planning. And it's quite a cool little template that you can copy. I believe it's actually available through the Notion templates gallery. But this is actually a really handy resource, and Jordy explains it very well on how you can start using it. So I'll include the template below, as well as all of Jordy's information, because he's done a fantastic job summarizing it and coming here on the channel. So please do make sure to obviously thank him, and a big thank you from me too. So without further ado folks, let's dive into today's video. Before we go guys, if you do want to check out the Notion Made Simple course, you can do as well. I'll leave it in the link in the description.
Hey guys, my name is Jordy from Minicom, and today I'll be sharing with you the Personal Growth Lab Notion page. The Personal Growth Lab was actually created by a good friend of mine, Jari Romer, and I've been working with him for over half a year now to create all kinds of content on personal development. So think about productivity, time management, mindsets, and much more actually. Let me also begin by saying thanks to Francesco, of course, for having me on here and giving me the opportunity to share this page with you guys. Notion for me has totally transformed the way I organize my digital life, and therefore my life in general as well, of course. And therefore I decided to create this page. I think a lot of people would be able to benefit from this page and develop themselves very effectively, personally and professionally. The page is actually kind of a collection of tools based on the content that we create at the Personal Growth Lab. So yeah, I'll be showing you around, giving you a tour, so you can see what kind of tools we've created and how you can use them. So yeah, let's just jump in. So here we are. I've generated a fresh Personal Growth Lab template for you guys, so I can show you around how to really personalize the whole page. So when you duplicate the page, this is what you get. As you can see, we have a quote and affirmation here, and it's important to have this as your starting point for the day, at least for me, to see an inspiring quote that's inspiring and resonating with you, and a daily affirmation to start your day really inspired and motivated. For example, I have success is something by the person, something you attract by the person you become, by Jim Rohn, and affirmation, I'm the architect of my life, and I build its foundation and really choose its contents. But yeah, feel free to write down your quote and affirmation that resonates with you. We've also added some information boxes for you guys, which makes it easy with extra information on how to use this page. But of course, when you don't need it anymore, you can just delete it if you want to. So let's just jump in and go to live vision. Here you can really create and visualize your dream life that you want to live, and revisit this page to remind you of where you want to go. For example, and we've created 3 questions for you guys to really think about the dream life that you want to live. The first is, what beautiful human experience do I want to have? For example, I want to experience a Burning Man festival in America. So experience Burning Man festival, for example. The second question, what will help me grow and become the woman or man I want to be? So I would love to become a great listener and be very empathetic and see others' emotional truths. So become a great listener. and in what ways can I contribute to others in the world as a whole. And for me, that would be create online uh, online products on personal development to help others grow and thrive. So yes, we also created a vision board. So what does your dream life look like? And we've already added some pictures. You can also change them, of course. For me, for example, just click change cover. I really want to go to Burning Man, so let's just see if we can find a picture related to that. Yeah, there we go. It's a pretty cool picture. There you go. So you can totally personalize the whole page by picking the images that resonate with you. And of course, you can just click add new to add a new vision aspect of your life and change the cover if you want to, of course. So let's head back to the main page and visit goal setting. So now, based on your live vision, we've created this goal setting page because goal setting is a really powerful process to turn your live vision into an actual reality. So we start by setting yearly goals. For me, yeah, for example, this is 2020. And one of the goals I have based on my live vision is write for blog posts. Because by means of writing blog posts, I write about time management, about productivity and mindset. And through these blog posts, I learn a lot, so I can really create good quality products for the audience. And another is I love traveling, so I want to visit. I want to go back in South America this summer. Not sure if that's going to be following through because of the corona, but we'll see. So here you can see monthly goals. So based on your yearly goals, you can really chop it up and articulate monthly goals. So for example, we're now in April's next upcoming month. So for me, that would be write 2 blog posts. I want to reach 24. And secondly, create a travel plan for Peru, South America. Those will be my 2 monthly goals of that month. And of course, when you finish the month, you can drag it to the archive over here, and you can just add a new year by clicking on here. All right, let's head to the next page, to the weekly planner, which is pretty cool because now you get really into detail with your goals. So based on your monthly goals, you write your weekly goal here. For example, for me, it would be, because this week I'm focusing on creating content, write a full blog post and upload. And well, today's Saturday, so I'll be making a to-do list for tomorrow, which is write introduction, blog post. I want to go do some sports, so go for a run. And I want to have a Zoom meeting with a friend. So what's effective about this is that you can put your to-dos here, and mainly 3 to-dos, because I think when you reprioritize what's most important for the day, mostly 3 things that are more important work for me, and then I can really get shit done, so to say, because you don't want to have too much to do, but also not too few. And 3 works for me very effectively. And of course, when you're done with the to-do, you can just go and drag it to the archive and add a new to-do here if you want to. So let's head back and visit the daily journal. So here you can go to, we have a calendar, so you can click add item and pick the day, 28th of March 2020. And then here you can click new journal entry, and this shows you a template with a journal, pre-made journal, but you can of course also just start with blank and just start writing. But here you can see 3 things that you're grateful for, what would make things a great day, etc., and also a part for daily reflection. So let's just head back and go to reading lists. Here you can really create your own personalized reading list. We've already added some books that have been very valuable in our lives at the Personal Growth Lab. And you can just tick them if you've read them. And click also on status if you're reading a certain book. And of course, add a new book. For example, Sapiens is a book that I want to read. And then Yuval Noah Harari, and click to read. And over here you can just pick, for example, okay, books finished, and this gives you the books finished, books to read, and all books. It's pretty simple. So let's head back and go to Habit Tracker. This is pretty cool because here you can really track your daily habits. We have this table with the first, second, third day of the month, etc. And you can just tick off the box when you have done that certain habit. You can, of course, just create an extra habit here. Just click checkbox, meditate. Yeah, there you go. And also pretty cool, you have here the success rate of that month, so you can really see if you improve per month or not. And you can just click here to start a new month whenever you want to. So we also have some Personal Growth Lab resources over here you can check out. It contains a link to the blog, but also some other free resources like a 27 productivity hack guide. So you can check that out if you want to. And we have here some bookmarks. There's a page with all your most visited websites. You can just click here at bookmark, for example, gmail.com. There you go, you have an extra bookmark. So that was the Personal Growth Lab Notion page. I hope that you find it interesting, that you can use some of aspects or the entire page. I use most of these things, mainly the daily journal has been very helpful for me, and the habit tracker. With also a quick link to Google Calendar to schedule a day. And yeah, feel free to contact us if you like the Notion page, if you have any questions, or if you have any recommendations on how we can improve the page. So we have some contact info here at the bottom. So thank you for listening, and goodbye. So hey guys, before I go, I just wanted to say I really built this Notion page based on the digital tools that I find useful when it comes to personal growth. I think Notion is all about looking at what other people build and really adopting all the things that you find useful personally. So I would just say try it out, see what best works for you. and hopefully you'll find it useful. Besides that, if you want to know more about me, besides working with the Personal Growth Lab, I also have my own blog. It's called Mind Masters, where I write about productivity, but also psychology and philosophy. So if that sounds interesting to you, you can check that out. I think Francesco will put a link below in the video. So yeah, again, thanks to Francesco for having me on. Yeah, guys, take care and see you around.